Excel, Chapter 2, pages 88, 89, 90, and 91. At the top of page 88, ensure that you read those two short paragraphs that work with formulas and creating totals. Very, very important that you read anything that deals with formulas in Excel. Step number 1, click the Monthly Sales Sheet tab to make the worksheet active. So down here on our sheet tabs, click on Monthly Sales. In cells K6 and in B19, enter the label total. So there's K, there's 6. I'm going to type in the word total. And then what was the other one? B19, B19. Always check your address box. Total. All right. Step number 3. Select the non-adjacent range K7 through K18. There's K, there's 7, and that's 18 right there. So I'm going to select down to K18. K7 through K18. Now, C19 through K19. So, holding down my Control key, I'm going to go to C19 and drag across to K19. Okay? If you missed that, just try it again using that Control key until you get it all selected correctly. You'll add the formula to calculate the total in these cells. Step number 4, in the Editing group on the Home tab. So, Home tab, Editing group, which is the very last group on the right-hand side, click the Sum button. Auto Sum right there. Love that thing. So fast and easy. The 2011 monthly and regional sales totals are entered in the selected range. See Figure 2-25 and compare your worksheet against their illustration of what's correct, and make sure that you have all the right numbers in the right location. If you don't, just delete the information out of those cells and do steps 1 through 4 again. Next, you'll calculate the monthly and regional sales totals for 2012. Rather than retyping the text and formulas, you can copy and paste them from 2011. At the top of page 89, to calculate the monthly and regional sales totals for 2012, step number 1, select the range K6 through K19. All right, there's K6 down to K19. Notice that the 6 through the 19 are illuminated and the K is illuminated to ensure that we have the correct selection. Click the Copy button in the Clipboard group on the Home tab. The cell contents are copied to the clipboard. So, Home tab, Clipboard group, Copy. Dancing ants showing us our selection that's going to be copied. Step number 2, click cell K21. K21, always check your address box. And then click the Paste button. Home tab, Clipboard group, Paste. Now, you notice that we didn't have to select all of these. We just selected the first cell and it knew to copy everything straight down. Go ahead and press your Escape key. All right, step number 3. Select the range B19 through J19. So, B19 through J19. Again, always check, make sure you have the right selection. All right, copy, Home tab, Clipboard group, Copy button. Click cell B34, right there. Always check your address box, make sure you're in the right cell, and then Home tab, Clipboard group, Paste. Excel inserts formulas to calculate the 2012 regional sales totals into the range B34 through J34. Please compare your worksheet to Figure 2-26 and ensure that you have the correct totals. Go ahead and press your Escape key to stop that selection and deselect. Right now, real quick, just reach up and hit Save. On page 89, please read the short paragraph about creating formulas to subtract values to calculate the change in sales from one year to the next. Step number 1. In cell A36, enter the label net increase, A36. You may need to scroll down to get to it. We're going to type in net increase. If you're a slow typist, just press pause right now until you get it all typed in correctly. Then you can just press play and keep going when you're ready. All right, step 2. Copy the range B21 through K21 and then paste it into the range B36 through K36. All right, so we need B21. Here's B, here's 21, right? So we want B21 through K21, and we are going to copy, and we're going to go to B36. So B36, and we're going to hit paste. Press your escape key to get rid of that selection up there. Deselect so you can see everything, and again, you might need to scroll down depending on the size of your monitor. Copy the range B22 to B34 and paste it into the range B37 through B39. We're on step number 3 now. So let's go find B22, and we want to go to B34. Home tab, clipboard group, copy, and we're going to B37, home tab, clipboard group, paste. Escape, deselect. Scroll down so you can see it. All right. Step number 4. In cell C37, so C37, enter the formula equals C22 minus C7. Always stop, always, and double check your formulas. It will save you hours of work later. So I'm going to carefully make sure that it says equals C22 minus C7 and press my enter key. After you press the enter key, the value 64 appears in the cell. This is the increase in January sales for region 1. Copy cell C37 and then paste it into the range C37 through K49. Okay, so we are in cell C37 and we are going to copy this into C37 through K49. So C37 through K49. Paste. The formula is copied and pasted into the range of cells. Escape. Click cell A36 to deselect the range. Figure 2.27 shows the completed table. Turn to page 90. Take a look at the figures in 2.27 and ensure that they correspond to the numbers that you have in your worksheet. If they don't, you might need to delete all of this and try those steps over again. Next, you'll format the row and column titles for these tables. You'll use the formatting options on the Home tab and in the Format Cells dialog box to format the new tables to match the other tables. Page 90, to format the titles, step number 1. Select the range A4 to K4. You're going to have to scroll up and we're going to go A4 to K4. And if you slip and go like that, just get it back down to A4 to K4. Then click the Merge and Center button in the Alignment group on the Home tab. Home tab, Alignment group, Merge and Center. The title is centered in the merged cells. Step number 2. In the Styles group, click the Cell Styles button. Now remember that we could have some issues here because some people are going to have the Cell Styles button and some people aren't. In my computer I don't have it. So I just hit right there in my styles group the More button, no big deal, and click Heading 1 right there. The Heading 1 style is applied to that title. Step number 3, select the range A6 to A19. A6, whoops, I should have selected down, shouldn't I, to A19. There we go. Click the Merge and Center button in the Alignment group on the Home tab. Step number 4, in the Alignment group, click the Orientation button and then click Rotate Text Up. Is this sounding familiar? Because this is what we already did in the other spreadsheet, right? On that other worksheet. So, Alignment, Orientation, Rotate Text Up. Step number 5, you probably know what we're going to do because we've already done this. In the Alignment group, click the Middle Align button. That one right there. The text is now centered both horizontally and vertically. Step number 6, reduce the width of column A to 5 characters. Column A right there, select it like that. Home tab, Cells group, Format, column width dialog box, type in the number 5 and press OK. Step number 7, select the range C7 to K19. So C7, correct? Always check right there. To K, over to K, down to 19. Okay, so we selected all the numbers. In the number group on the Home tab, so we're already on the Home tab, there's our number group. Click the dialog box launcher, which is that little corner down lower right corner, to open the Format Cells dialog box. If the number tab isn't already selected, please click on it. All right. Step number 8, click Number in the category box. So notice that your category right now is General. Change it to Number. Okay, Category, Number. In the decimal places, type 0. Click the box, use 1000 separator, comma. Ensure that your negative numbers are the first selection, which is negative 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, Number tab, Category, Number. Decimal places, 0. Check mark in use 1000 separator, negative numbers, first selection, which is negative 1, 2, 3, 4. Click OK. The numbers display with 1000 separators and use a minus symbol for the negatives. Next, you'll copy this format to the 2 other tables on the worksheet. Select the range A6 to K19. All right, A6, yes, over to K19. Step number 10 at the top of page 91 is highlighted in yellow, which should tell you that it's something very important. What they're reminding you is that when you click on the Format Painter one time, it is a one-time use button. Use it one time and it turns itself off. If you double-click the Format Painter, it will stay turned on so that you can use it multiple times, but then you have to physically turn it off yourself. So, top of page 91, step number 10. In the Clipboard group, double-click the Format Painter. Click cell A21. A21. All of the formats in the range A6 through K19 are applied to the cell. Step number 12. Click cell A36. You're going to have to scroll down. A36. And mine turned itself off. And you know what? That's okay, because I can go right back up, select it again, yell at my computer because I did so, double click it, and just click down here. Okay? So You basically, what this is teaching you is when you have these ranges that are exactly the same size, all of these tables are exactly the same size, you can format one of them and then just select it, use your format painter, and do the next two so that you don't have to hand format it all, okay? It's a very, very handy tool to use. All right, scroll up to the top. If your format painter is still turned on, just click it to turn it off. Click right here and take a look and review your worksheet. Look at figure 2-28 on the top of page 91 and ensure that everything you have matches the book's example. When you get done with that, hit the save icon and we're ready to move on to our next video. Please make sure you go to your textbook at the bottom of page 91, read Working with Table Styles.